The leader of the DPP authorities claimed in the so-called speech a few days ago that the two sides of the strait are not affiliated with each other. Controversy and criticism continue to arise on the island. Taiwanese media and analysts have issued warnings that the leaders of the authorities are selling the two-state theory nakedly. We worsen the already severe and complex situation across the Taiwan Strait. The people in Taiwan who suffer the most directly are the people in Taiwan. The situation in the Taiwan Strait is getting worse. The DPP authorities did not think about how to alleviate the crisis, but instead add fuel to the fire. Especially the recent two-state theory expression. How can one expect that the cross-strait confrontation has room for change? As we all know, the most convenient way to get out of trouble is still to accept 1992 consensus in order to restore the political foundation of cross-strait exchanges. However, the DPP authorities obviously do not see a fresh situation. Continue on the wrong path. The result must be a worsening of cross-strait relations. Make Taiwan's fortunes more difficult. The 23 million people in Taiwan who have directly suffered the most. At the same time, the U.S. Department of Defense jumped out to brush up on its presence. The U.S. Department of Defense website issued a press release on the 12th local time, pointing at China's internal affairs and claiming that the mainland intimidated Taiwan. At the same time, they clamored that the U.S. will continue to help Taiwan maintain sufficient self-defense capabilities. Just a few days ago, 6 countries including Japan, the United Kingdom, the United States, the Netherlands, Canada, and New Zealand launched joint training in the South China Sea. The Taiwan authorities have linked the 6-nation military exercises between the United Kingdom and the United States with the People's Liberation Army's normal patrols in Taiwan, regarding overseas anti-China forces as their backer. It is a manifestation of a guilty conscience and lack of self-confidence, fear of being liquidated by the mainland. In fact, it is a typical self-respect mentality. The Taiwan authorities are very clear that it is difficult to compete with the mainland based on their armed military strengths. Once the People's Liberation Army landed on the island, Taiwan independents raised the white flag and knelt down to apologize. So paying our hopes on the anti-China forces in the United States and Japan rainbow overseas, the DPP authorities begged for collusion with external forces, engaging in confrontation, rejecting reunification, taking Taiwan independence, and going to the death. It's just for one party's own interests. Can't hurt the view of the 23 million people in Taiwan. It can't stop the general trend of historical evolution. The motherland must be unified, and it must be unified. We are willing to work together and unify forward with the broad masses of Taiwan compatriots, smash any Taiwan independence conspiracy, create a bright future for the reunification of the motherland and national rejuvenation.